Welcome! The Mortal Kombat universe has lots of characters of untapped lore, just waiting to be explored, but have you ever wondered if unused and uncut characters were in the games? Or what brand new characters would look like? Want to see lore to non-existent Mortal Kombat characters? Well, here ya go. Zebron, the party animal. A tall, anthropomorphic zebra in a tuxedo, who is the prince of the Zator family, a race of magical half-human, half-zebra people, who originated in Outworld. He was never taken seriously by his own race of zebramen as his status as a prince and a warrior, due to making bad jokes and barely any combat training. However, after leading his zebramen to freedom after captivity from Shao Kahn's forces, he redeemed his status as prince in the eyes of his people, but they still saw him as a heavily inexperienced warrior. Zebron wants to enter the Mortal Kombat tournament too, in his own words. Let the joke finally have a punchline. The small staff he holds is given the name, Horse Whisperer, which harnesses the spirit energy of his fallen zebraman, but he lacks the skill to utilize it to its full potential. Nuno Shoujo, the Cursed Sorceress. For years, Nuno heard rumors of a cloth that grants the user great health and success. One day, she walks into an old antique shop, and she finds a steel-locked case. She questions the seller about what's inside it. The seller says it's a special rare piece of fabric, said to bless the wearer with good luck. He lies to her saying it's locked in a case to prevent it from getting stolen. Nuno buys the long fabric only to soon find out it was cursed. She later discovers the dark history of the cursed fabric. With how the previous users died mysteriously, and its demonic origins, the outfit negatively affected her personal life. It tormented her dreams, seeing tortured souls and demons every time she sleeps. Every attempt to try to get rid of it, it reappears. Upon wearing the ensemble outfit, Nuno felt a strange sensation all over her body, like a powerful force of energy entered her body. Soon after, she realized she can magically control the strips of fabric, like a sorcerer. With her newfound power, she's able to blast energy beams from the palm of her hands, and tie her victims with ease. She loved it, but she knew the great power she was given was not worth the curse. While being observed, a mysterious man approaches her. Noticing she has been cursed, he compliments her unique talent with the cloth, saying if she wishes, she can get rid of the curse, but in exchange of helping the man with a few deeds, out of desperation, she agrees to help the man, in a hidden area. The man opens a portal which leads Nuno to a realm she has never seen before. She needs to learn to control the cloth before it controls her. She tries to seek help from within the realms to try to remove the curse. That is her sole mission. Aether, the spirit ninja. Aether is a half-man, half-ghost-like entity who is able to manifest himself from the spiritual realm into the physical realm and in vice versa. Born in Edenia, Aether is described by Edenians as the spirit vigilante. They say he first appears as a small gentle gust of wind, then, when the threat arises, he appears. Few know of his history with Edenia, with information of him being spread by a few mouths. Similar to the telekinetic ninja or Mac, Aether is a singular spiritual being who uses the power of other ancient souls of Edenian warriors to assist him in combat. This power is converted into white, fire-like energy, known as soulfire, which can be used to push, pull, or burn his victims away. Due to his use of soul energy from Edenian warriors and questionable appearances, he's not seen very favorably by some Edenians, with some believing he's not trying to protect Edenia but instead, take over it. What many people do know about him is his absolute bitterness towards demons. Aether doesn't want to ally or cooperate with demons, believing them to be the biggest threat to Edenian life. Combatants like Ashra and Scorpion, who could aid him in slaying demons, he doesn't trust, due to their association with the Nether Realm. Specters, wraiths, demons, they're all the same to him. Aether will protect Edenia at all costs, destroying anything associated to the Nether Realm. Disarray, the demonic Chaos Realmer. Disarray is a magical human-like being who is native to the Chaos Realm, who got her soul corrupted by a demon from the Nether Realm. Because of this, she absorbs the energy of sentient beings through chaos, not only as a religious practice, but in her eyes, the ultimate form of sustenance. Like all Chaos Realmers, Disarray loves anarchy and not being controlled. She's fascinated by the Nether Realm, a place she believes it to be full of constant chaos. One day through a portal, she enters the Nether Realm, encountering multiple demons during her stay. After some time, she returns to the Chaos Realm, with some Chaos Realmers noticing a change with her appearance. She barely tells anyone about it. It's fun for her. Her time in the Nether Realm and being possessed by a demon resulted in her gaining new abilities that they haven't seen before, but the power that was given to her came at a price. She constantly needs high amounts of energy from other life sources to sustain herself, and sometimes, this even includes hurting herself. She loves this, constantly staying on the edge of death. While she believes death is the ultimate form of chaos, there's a greater personal cost to keeping herself, and a select amount of people of hers alive. She wants to receive ultimate pleasure through pain. Zontor, the Zaterran Beast. Zontor is an anthropomorphic reptilian beast who was captured and enslaved by Shao Kahn to use for war. From their homeland of Zaterra, many of the Zaterran race was slain by Outworld Emperor Shao Kahn and his forces. One of the very few surviving Zaterrans was Zontor, a reptilian who was similar to Reptile, but was tall and powerful like the Shokan Prince Guro. Zontor's feelings towards the Emperor were nothing but pure disgust with how he treated him and the Zaterrans. Despite his size, Zontor knew that if he tried to rebel, it will be total annihilation of the Zaterran race. He had to wait for the right moment to strike. Zontor was unaware of the Saurian Reptile and him working for Shao Kahn, unaware that he too is enslaved like him. Zontor saw Reptile as a freak and believed he betrayed his people for being able to take human form. With Zontor being able to regenerate his limbs, and can release a powerful roar that stunts even the most still warriors, Shao Kahn knew releasing the beast wasn't an option. He was useful. When the moment is right, Zontor will defeat Shao Kahn and his forces. Zontor sees himself as the true warrior who can restore Zaterra to its former glory. Wasn't that engaging? As mentioned before, the franchise is rich with lore, with realms and characters not being explored enough, and there being potential new characters we could get. Do I believe that the concept of the characters I just mentioned will appear in any Mortal Kombat media, like a white spirit ninja, or a crazy female Chaos Realmer? Probably not. Then again, this is the same franchise that created the character Ermac, based off of a glitch, so anything is possible.